supposed to be anxious.
I don't. This is the first time I've watched a Bones video.
We're here. This is episode 73. Is today a Bones Day, Connor?
We're trying. I don't know. He's not telling us.
Let me know if today's a
It is a Bones Day.
Let's go.
Yes.
You know what? You know what else happened today?
No. Did you want to talk about your cards?
Yeah, I got my cards over there. Yeah. Connor's is probably the best.
It really is a Bones Day, you know.
It is. Just move your head a little bit. Get out of the way. Stupid. I got a foil mana drain over there, and then I got a Jessica's Will next to it. That's like $100 right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna rip them up and eat them with my Pepsi.
No,
I'm gonna boil them in my Pepsi.
Yeah, you know what? Boiling hot Pepsi.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Is it?
That's what I read a cool article about it. You're supposed to boil Pepsi.
Oh,
yeah.
They put a boil order on Pepsi.
Yeah, it's gotta be a Bones Day because we got those super expensive Magic cards from a pack. When I was watching that video to find out if it was a Bones Day, I skipped right to it, and where the caption said it's a Bones Day.
Right. Let's go.
Bones is the good thing. I'm not really on the noodle TikTok thing.
It's like if you pick up the dog and the dog is rigid or completely soft.
Flaccid.
Yeah, then it's good if it's a Bones Day, bad if it's not.
Yeah, if it's a no Bones Day, you can kind of just stay in bed because you can call your boss, sorry boss, it's a Bones Day, and he'll be like, yeah, I know, store's closed and we're not selling anything today.
Oh, on a Bones Day they're closed?
No Bones Day.
Okay. I was gonna say. So it's like a Groundhog's Day, but
every day
TikTok.
Yeah, and it dictates how people feel about the day.
Like today, I'm feeling great.
I am too. You know, I went to Meijer to return a package. I felt like an adult, and you know, our Meijer. Have you seen it? It's got a nice little facade.
It does.
It's really cool. It makes me feel like I'm walking through a nice little town, and it was so easy. And I got some cookies.
Nice.
I was in the area.
Yes.
You know, so we got these.
Cookies.
We got some warm Pepsi. What do you have in there?
I got water.
Wow. How's that water? It's like the intro. We can use that. We don't have to use Epidemic Sound anymore.
Yeah, we've been paying $15 a month for Epidemic Sound.
And
I think the only thing we use it for, the outro music and the intro pour, which we could. So I found a clip of
I thought you did it.
I have done, and I found the audio for that, and I'm like, oh, that sounds way better. I just need to put it on there. So yeah, there's that. Maybe we'll stop using Epidemic soon. We have to write a song for the outro though.
It's so easy.
It could be.
Yeah, I'm a master at Studio One Prime now.
Oh yeah.
We
gotta download that here so you can do
cool.
stuff. 'Cause I know Ableton like fairly well, but
yeah,
you know. Hey,
there you go. Yo, it's gotta be a Bones Day because my hand is still hurting from that high five.
Oh yeah, that's how good the high five was.
That was a good one.
Oh, these are breast cancer awareness cookies.
Yes, we support breast cancer
by eating cookies. This is all you, bro.
I can get my own. I do not want to go ahead and eat that one. I'll get my own. Yeah, these are probably like a month old. It's like Breast Cancer Awareness Month is October.
Yeah. It is the 8th already.
It says 11/10 on here. I think.
They're good for 2 more days.
Yeah, so I think we're good.
They're best. I'm full.
Yeah, that's why we need the drinks.
They're best when they're like a month old, though.
So?
I do.
We fill up your mouth.
They sure do. It's like expanding foam. You put like a half a cookie in your mouth and it just starts expanding.
Trash bag.
It seeps out of your mouth on the corners.
I got rabies.
You get it all over yourself like a little baby. You need a little bib, you little baby?
Probably.
When you got the expanding foam cookie.
No, I don't have anything else to talk about.
End the episode.
I need to put this down.
Today's a Bones guy.
Yeah.
Today is Bones guy.
We're not going to waste this Bones Day recording this. We hate doing this.
This is the worst part of my week.
I guess, yeah. So we're going to start, I guess. I don't know. I don't have a good segue into this except go back in time for a little bit. Yeah. 1967, baby.
I was there.
Yeah, so was I. You know, it's the summer of love. You know, what a wild time that was for those participating, us included. You know, we speak from experience. Here.
Right. I remember Nam.
That's not really summer of love. We're in the U.S. here.
I wasn't.
Yes, you didn't have fun then. For those participating in the summer of love, not the summer in Vietnam that was all sweaty and wet, probably.
Yeah.
You could go anywhere you wanted to and do whatever you wanted. You know, it's very free flowing and groovy attitude, and that groovy attitude was fueled by, you know, among other things.
I'll call you out on that.
Hey.
You're welcome.
It was fueled by music. You know, you got some psychedelic tunes to play while you're getting high in a Volkswagen.
Sure. I just want to. It has hit me how bad my humor has gotten. Like right in that moment, you said Among, and I'm like Among Us. Touchdown! He's a sussy baka.
That's not the last time we'll mention Among Us in this episode. That's kind of the theme of this episode. Honestly, it's not Among Us, but imposters.
Let's go.
I'm gonna put that cookie down. Put that cookie down.
Is that cookie kind of sus? You don't want to eat it anymore?
All right. So yeah. I don't know if should I finish this before I start talking again.
Finish the whole cookie.
I cannot do that.
Why not?
Because I gotta talk.
I simply can't eat the cookie. I must speak. No more cookie.
Yeah, so you got bands like The Doors, The Byrds with a Y, Jefferson Airplane before Jefferson Starship, and Starship, you know, all that.
Right.
Back when they were, I don't want to say good because I don't like them, but back when they were, they had artistic integrity.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. Before they appeared on the Star Wars Christmas special and made We Built This City.
See, I don't get how you don't like that song. It's not my favorite song.
It is just bad.
I just don't get how you hate it.
I don't know.
Okay.
I do. I think it's really cheesy.
This guy is not living in a city built on rock and roll. That's
I refuse.
Embarrassing.
Oh, you think so?
A little cringe. What is your city built on?
I don't know. Bones. All the bones that go into noodle, that's what we build them.
Bro, you sound like Rome or Sparta. Not really the same thing. City built on bones.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
They should have written that song. They should have wrote that song.
We built this city on bones.
We built this city on bones.
I would say we're getting off track, but there's not really a track to follow with this episode.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of bands making psychedelic music to chill out to. Well,
lo-fi hip hop beats that you can study and relax to.
And so there's another band that should have been a part of this whole scene, you know? It's the Zombies, because in 1967 they released their now classic album, Odyssey and Oracle, which is number like 242 on like Rolling Stone's best albums, which take that however you will, but it's like it's got some merit to it apparently. But it wasn't a big hit, you know?
Not back then.
Yeah, it was unappreciated in its time, and so the Zombies were they disappeared from the Summer of Love. They weren't in the picture because they broke up when the album tanked. Yeah, it's embarrassing. But unbeknownst to the ex-Zombies, you know, the band broke up. Their U.S. label released their song "Time of the Season," which you have heard.
Right.
They released it as a single in the U.S. as a Hail Mary attempt to make some money off the band. And it worked.
It sure did.
Yes, it became number 3 on the charts, and you know the Zombies were saved. They got a big hit in the U.S.
Did they come back together?
That's what we're gonna talk about.
So they did. Or the next part is no.
Not really. Sort of. It's complicated.
That's what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
No.
So the Zombies were saved, and this is what I wrote down. The Zombies are saved, except not really.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because they're dead. Is that a pun there?
No, they didn't. They didn't die.
I'm 2 steps ahead of you.
No, they weren't. They weren't going to reunite because they had all moved on. They got day jobs or joined other bands. So they couldn't go on tour as the Zombies. You know, the Zombies don't exist anymore. except when they came back eventually. That's like way later.
Mm.
Yeah, so now we got this problem, you know? They've got this huge hit in the U.S., but there's no band to tour it and play gigs so people can hear that song.
Why don't they just do what our high school did for like homecoming and just like set up some speakers?
Well, you can't do that.
Play it through the iPhone.
You can't do that at a concert.
Put up the theater.
I think if the zombies.
It's our time. The speakers go
I
back
think
and forth.
if I went to go see the Zombies in concert, I don't want to hear it over like an iPhone. You know, they need a band. They need a band to play the song so they can actually play a concert.
No, you're misunderstanding the purpose of a concert. It's to hear the music.
Yes, in a live setting. Yeah.
And then I don't know, like the lead guitarist comes out maybe and says, "Hey."
So that's even he didn't show up.
Well, he's the only one there in my mind right now. He's the only one there.
Okay.
He's like, and he just says hi.
No, we can get to it.
And then he heads back out and they play the song again. It's the time.
So most people are going to expect the band to show up and perform their songs live. But they don't have a band to tour the dang song or the dang album.
Get a touring band for it.
That's what we might talk about. Yeah, but we're going to take a little pause here. Riley and I've heard of the song "Time of the Season." I'm sure everyone else has, but in case you haven't, we got a MIDI version of the song. Except I changed all the instruments on the MIDI, so it doesn't really sound like the song.
But it kind of does.
Kind of does.
You'll get the idea of it. We just don't want to get copyright strike.
Yeah, it's so bad because we make so much money, and it's just that we don't.
I want to be able to pay rent this month.
Yeah. So here we got a MIDI version of it. Pretty cool.
Can you put this on SoundCloud? Levi, start rapping. Wow.
No. It's a banjo.
You gotta hit it with the... Oh, here's the part that you guys know. It's very wide.
Yeah. You got that goth pad on it or something.
Mm-hmm. There was something really high pitched in my left ear.
There's a banjo in it.
It was way higher than a banjo.
Well, it was a banjo transposed over.
Let me tell you, that baby was sitting between 10 and 20,000 hertz.
All right, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Banjos can't get that high.
Well, not like their bass frequency.
I don't know.
Or their root. A little banjo lesson for you. I don't know how to play banjo.
So yeah, that's the Zombies. I want to see that song in concert, but how am I gonna do it if the Zombies aren't touring?
iPhone.
There's no iPhones.
iPhone.
There's no iPhones. The best they can do is buy the album, and I'm gonna find out that's actually. I mean, it was the '60s, so they couldn't look up what the members look like.
Oh,
so this is people took advantage of that fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's so besides free love and doing like smoking weed and all that, you can get away with a lot of stuff, and
especially in Nam.
Well, we're in the U.S. They did not tour Vietnam. Yeah, a lot of stuff you can get away with in 1967, and another thing, a thing that you also could get away with. I could have worded that better.
We're right there.
This is just a roundabout way of saying that you could just get a bunch of musicians that played instruments. That's what makes them musicians.
Right.
You could get them together and just put them in a bus and ship them out to concert venues and say, "This is the Zombies."
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Hopefully they can play their instruments well enough to master the song.
Yes.
It's the time
Of
it
the
is
season.
of
Yes.
season.
Yeah,
Because that's a very hard song to play, I hear.
Yeah, where have you heard that?
Places, areas.
All right.
Don't ask me those questions.
My bad. So that's what Delta Promotions did out of Bay City, Michigan.
The airline?
Delta Promotions. They got two separate bands to tour both Texas and Michigan because those are where the Zombies want.
They had two separate bands.
Yeah, these were not the only two bands touring as the Zombies.
That's funny.
Yeah, so they got two separate bands, both I think, had 4 members. The original Zombies had 5.
Mm-hmm.
These 2 bands just didn't have a keyboard player, which people looked past.
You don't need it.
You do. I listened to some of the album before this, and like, there's a lot of just piano songs.
And?
Like, that's the only instrument. They're just not gonna have that.
Yeah, it's like one of the only things you can just omit that instrument entirely.
I guess
It's not important.
maybe for a different
Just
band.
forget about it.
I don't know. So yeah, they got 2 different bands to tour, and these are the 2 bands that Delta Promotions had. There were other bands that were touring as the Zombies. A lot of people took advantage of this.
Did people find out?
Yes, eventually.
I was gonna say.
I think these are these 2 bands are the ones that are kind of note because the Texas Zombies, as we'll call them, they actually 2 of their members were Dusty Hill and Frank Beard, which I don't know if you've recognized those names. Those are
Dusty Hill sounds familiar.
Those are 2 members of the band ZZ Top.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like very shortly after they played in the Zombies, they made ZZ Top.
So then they went downhill from there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, the peak is really.
Yeah, they went to touring around and playing very poorly as the Zombies.
Yeah.
You know, like you've heard ZZ Top, they don't sound like the Zombies.
No. No.
So it's not really their expertise here to play psychedelic rock.
Yeah, they went from that to making really bad music.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna keep calling ZZ Top bad.
Yeah, very simply put.
Because I hate ZZ Top.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make my controversial statement here.
There we go. We need one every episode.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna revoke my card. I like ZZ Top.
Yeah, so without the internet, it was pretty easy. Like you go on stage, say, "Hey, we're the Zombies. We're gonna play Time of the Season."
But then you get people going to like multiple concerts because they really need to hear the Zombies.
I don't know.
And then they're like, "Hey, that guy's not the same guy as last time."
Well, yeah. I don't think people cared. Probably.
What do you mean? They're like all different. Like every single person that would be there is different if you go to the same 2 concerts. Like, are these really the Zombies?
Yeah.
No.
No, they're not. They're not the Zombies. Yeah. And they played pretty poorly. Like there was a lot of scathing reviews. Like, hey, these Zombies guys kind of suck, and that was kind of an issue with it later on.
That's unfortunate.
And then so they played. I mean, like small venues around Texas and Michigan, so they weren't like selling out arenas or anything. It's not that big of a deal. Like, let them make their $200 a week, I think is what they were doing.
Back in the 60s, that doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, but I don't think they had the best touring life.
Well, the Zombies, though. You know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they played at small venues, and they even played at a prison once, which is kind of
really
fun. Yeah, which, I mean, if you're at a prison, you're just going to take whatever you can get. It's like, these guys aren't the Zombies, I don't think.
Well, yeah, but also, I don't know. If you're in a prison, it's like, do you really care? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's when we had pep rallies at school. That's like really how I feel.
You can hear some music. That'd be nice.
Yeah, but apparently they played poorly. And do you want to hear... It's the time.
Yeah, not in a prison, probably.
That's
what I want ZZ Top playing. Maybe that's why they decided to make ZZ Top.
Did ZZ Top ever play any prisons?
I do not know.
They better have, as an apology.
So yeah, there were quite a few different versions of the Zombies playing poorly, which prompted Chris White, the original bassist of the actual Zombies. He wrote a Rolling Stone article titled "The Zombies." In quotation marks.
Oh.
Yes.
Because they aren't really the Zombies.
Yeah.
That's in the recording.
Sweet.
Did it just fill up? Is that what happened? Did OBS
No,
stop?
I hit something on accident.
Okay.
That's my bad.
That's awesome.
The last time I heard that noise, OBS just stopped recording because the drive was full.
I can confirm we're still rolling.
Let's go.
All right. So yeah, the article was titled "The Zombies Were a Stiff," which I guess was just a British thing. They're not good.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a stiff.
Yeah.
Don't see them.
Yeah, that's pretty much the article said, guys, the Zombies, they've been broken up.
Yeah.
We don't tour in the U.S. The other bands have been fake. They weren't good. They're like, it said something like, they have ruined our reputation as a band because they stink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the article even mentioned a phone call between Chris White and Bill Kehoe, I'm going to guess. Who was the founder of Delta Promotions, the guys doing the Zombies bands.
Two of them, at least.
Yeah. There was a phone conversation between the two where Bill explained that the lead singer of the Zombies was killed in a car crash, so he put some bands together to honor them and continue the music, which the original bassist, I mean, being in the Zombies, knew like that didn't happen.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. This is kind of weird.
He's all like, well, that didn't happen.
Yeah, pretty
He's
much.
still alive. They all sound like the Beatles.
You're still alive, right? Lead singer of the Zombies. You just in the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Hey, hear that? Stop touring and judge us.
We're suing you.
Yeah, so this was kind of, I guess this was the beginning of the end for the fake zombies. Another stumble in Delta Promotions' entire charade happened at not a zombie show, but an animal show. You know, the Animals, House of the Rising Sun. Delta Promotions also had a fake animals band.
Why?
Because I mean, these bands aren't touring in the U.S., so they can just do whatever.
They're in the business of making fake bands.
Yeah, they manage bands. They managed Question Mark and the Mysterians, which was that was a real band from Michigan. Which they have a song called 96 Tears, which is very good. Okay. Give that a listen. So they were sort of legit, but I guess they also just took advantage of musicians by saying they're different bands.
They're like a pawn shop.
I guess, yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah, so it was at an animal show, and at the Animals concert, the band was actually confronted by Eric Burden, who was the lead singer of the Animals. He came to the show with a baseball bat.
With a baseball bat?
Yeah. So I mean, there's not a lot of detail on this, but apparently Eric Burden, with a baseball bat, chased around the fake Animals, along with a, biker gang. Like, they chased him around the venue.
That's worth the admission price right there. That's so
see
fun.
him do that. So yeah, I think after that they probably really said, okay, we're done with the Animals. Probably should be done with the Zombies.
I think we're done with the Animals. We're expanding the Zombies 300%. We have 6 fake zombie bands.
Well, the Animals, you're not the Zombies. And I think they actually picked up another band who, apparently the others were not good, but there was this one band that sounded just like the Zombies.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't. There's no fun in that.
Right.
So I think they ended that. Delta Promotions actually came to an end due to their version of the Archies. Do you know the Archies? The band made up of characters from Archie comics.
Oh.
They were responsible, Sugar Sugar. Do 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 do.
Oh yeah.
Honey, honey. Yeah. So it's a cartoon band, like the Gorillas.
Mm-hmm.
And we're the Archies. It's me, Archie, and that's Jughead on bass. I thought these were cartoon characters. And so
Interesting.
Yeah, and so the creator of Archie Comics, he didn't come to the show with a baseball bat. He just sued him.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah.
Those are his characters that he made up, and you can't do that.
I mean, even then, can't you sue for false advertising? At
least?
Least?
They probably could have taken legal action on the Zombies and Animals. They could have, but he took legal action, and Delta Promotions was soon taken down. And I think they didn't really come out on top. I think they lost. I think it said $20,000
in the 60s.
Yeah, and there was a bus that crashed that they went to some band, and they just didn't get paid back for that.
Oh,
yeah, he was kind of a con artist, I guess.
Except he didn't make any money. He's a bad con artist.
Couldn't find any good musicians other than the 2 guys from ZZ Top.
Well, when you're in that business, not many musicians are looking for work.
Yeah.
My dream one day is to play as a guy who's pretending to be a band that broke up years ago.
Yeah.
That never were popular in their own country.
Pretty much.
That just happened to get pretty big over here. That's my dream.
There was a few people I saw some interviews. This is all from a BuzzFeed article, unfortunately, but it was a pretty good one. They all look back at it pretty, not in anger. They don't look back in anger. Yeah, but I think the 2 guys from ZZ Top, they're obviously good. Just they shouldn't have been playing as the Zombies.
No, probably not.
No. And so that's the Zombies. They all died, I think, in a fiery car accident.
Really?
No. The real Zombies got back together, I think, later, and they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I guess.
The end.
Yeah, pretty much, for the Zombies. But a very similar thing, we're in transition here, very similar thing happened to Fleetwood Mac.
Really?
Which is a bit more of a prominent band,
Yeah.
Not really at this time, but, I mean, oh my God, Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
What song is that?
Isn't that's Fleetwood Mac?
I don't know what song you were singing.
That's got to be like their most popular song.
I just didn't understand what you were singing.
I don't know that.
They sing it "Don't Stop."
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways,
Hold on.
so this is Fleetwood Mac in 1974. So either way, this is probably this is a few years before Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks joined and made Rumors and all the songs we know.
Dreams.
You were singing Dreams?
Yeah. He's on the run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like the only part
That's such a good song.
in the song.
Yeah. So yeah, this is before the Stevie Nicks, who sang that song, joined the band. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
All right. So I mean, it's a bit easier for the band to go, like a band to go on tour as fake Fleetwood Mac, because it's like not a lot of people knew the drama behind the album and all that. So like you could go on with a bunch of random guys like,
Right.
this might be Fleetwood Mac. That kind like because if you're in 1977, it's like that's not Stevie Nicks. This is fake band.
Okay.
So they're not as popular as they could eventually be. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And so a band went on tour in 1974, and are you laughing, Levi?
He's watching the H3 podcast.
Is he really?
Yeah, no, I'm not. Sorry. Riley said Roque. I started laughing because I thought of Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
That's my bad.
Reggie.
This is a mess. So yeah, a band went on tour as fake Fleetwood Mac, and things kind of get awkward when a band goes on tour as you, and it gets even more awkwarder when the band is managed by your manager.
Oh.
The manager of Fleetwood Mac
made a fake band.
Yeah, got a bunch of musicians and toured them as Fleetwood Mac.
He just wasn't happy with the amount of money Fleetwood Mac.
No, because they weren't on
bringing.
tour at the time. They were taking a little break because the drummer was going through a divorce. And Clifford Davis, the manager, he's said multiple times like, I have every right to do this. But, I mean,
I don't think so.
He makes his case. I don't know if it's good or not. So yeah, he gathered a group of musicians, none of whom were on any studio albums or anything. They weren't Fleetwood Mac. And I mean, according to Davis, he's the manager. He's totally in the clear about this decision. I just decided it was time to change the band, certainly on stage, and that's what I did. I've always been sort of the leader. I've always sort of picked who was going to be in it and who wasn't. I decided to keep Mick being the drummer, Mick Fleetwood, who he was supposed to come on tour. That's what he said. The manager.
The drummer was supposed to be?
Yeah, it was like
the whole reason they were taking a break was because he was going through a divorce, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna just revamp this entire band. Keep the drummer because that's Mick Fleetwood of Fleetwood Mac.
You gotta keep him.
Yeah, but so when they went on tour, according to Davis, Mick unfortunately had to drop out, probably because he was going through a divorce.
Could be.
So throughout every show they went on tour with, it's like before Fleetwood Mac came on stage, it's like, sorry guys, Mick Fleetwood can't make it tonight. He had some issues. That's before every show. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess we're seeing them without the drummer.
Well, thank goodness I'm going and seeing him next week in this other venue.
Yeah, maybe he'll make it.
Maybe he'll make it to that one.
Yeah. Davis also, to back up his decision to do this, also said that I've always been the leader of the band as such. A lot of people over the years have misconstrued the Fleetwood Mac as Fleetwood and McVie. I think it's McVie.
Michael Vey.
No, it's Mick Fleetwood, the drummer, and John McVie. Yeah, is the bassist, so it's Fleetwood Mac. That's like where the name comes from. But not according to Clifford Davis. Fleetwood Mac was actually a song written by Peter Green when he was with John Mayall. Peter Green being the original guitarist of Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. Okay. So that's like the first three. It's the first three on his studio album, because there's been like so many different members of Fleetwood Mac. It's Peter Green, Mick Fleetwood, and John McVie. And so you don't have any of those guys. You don't even have any from like the current band. Right. Because there's 5 members now. They're just 5 totally different people.
It's like Archimedes' ship.
It's Theseus' ship.
Yeah, it is.
Except not really, because none of those were even like... They weren't part of the band.
Oh, well.
They're the touring band.
It's just like Among Us.
Yeah, all the band members were sus and imposters.
They all vented.
Yeah.
I saw
to the U.S. to go on tour as Fleetwood Mac.
While I was in Nam.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Davis believed he had every right to call this group of random musicians Fleetwood Mac, and the band, it's had so many lineup changes throughout the years. You could probably, I could show you pictures of all 5 of the touring members and say, like, these guys were in Fleetwood Mac, and okay, I believe you. They might have been at one point. It's a revolving door of members, except for the drummer and the bassist. Like, they've always been in it.
They're rock solid.
It's Fleetwood Mac. That's why it's Fleetwood Mac.
Maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, they went on tour. Mick Fleetwood didn't show up, so even after I'm sure he kept calling like, "Hey Mick, I know you got issues, but are you coming to this one?" No, that's Mick Fleetwood. So sorry guys, he's talking to everyone in the audience.
Right,
Mick Fleetwood cannot make it.
He is having a divorce tonight,
and everyone in the audience is thinking, "Oh, at least I'll get to see the other 4." Guys, they couldn't make it either. This is Fleetwood Mac, though. This is
none of the members could make it tonight. But
it's like going to a musical and all the backups, whatever. What are they called?
Yeah, the backups.
Yeah,
sure.
they're all singing.
The B list.
Yeah.
Or like they're just none of the members could make it, so we went down to our local guitar center.
Yeah.
We found 5 guys that can kind of play instruments. Yeah. So here
Except
they are.
They all play bass.
How many bassists are you seeing at a guitar center?
That one had 5 of them.
That's all we could get. That's all they had. Was 5 bassists.
Yeah, and so this all came from kind of a vintage article from Rolling Stone from 1974 when this was actually happening. So I don't know. I guess it resolved with just like them eventually going on tour. I think the last line of that article was the Clifford Davis at the end of the last gig saying, "Sorry guys, we'll try to figure out something in March."
Gotcha.
And I guess they did eventually.
So the last thing in the tour was an apology?
Yeah.
That's good.
Because what happened the last show, the lead singer, who again, not a member of Fleetwood Mac, he lost his voice too soon to replace him.
Gotcha.
So they had to announce Mick Fleetwood's not going to be here. The singer also won't be here. Here are 4 musicians that we're calling Fleetwood Mac. They're going to jam out for 30 minutes. You can get your refund if you leave in the first 15 minutes. 800 people left.
Holy cow.
And got their refund. But I mean, I assume it's an okay sized venue. So a few people stayed for the 40-minute set and just, all right.
I came to see a show.
And
the show goes on.
Yeah. And then, it ended with, we'll be back here in March with actual Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, then they were like, wait a second.
No one knew that wasn't Fleetwood Mac.
Wait a second. I paid that much for not Fleetwood Mac.
They also had Kiss there. At that concert. Okay. Kiss opened up.
Was it fake Kiss?
I think it was real Kiss.
Okay.
But 1974 Kiss, which I don't know when Kiss was popular.
I don't either.
I don't care.
Gene Simmons.
Yes. Gene Simmons could be there. So you got to see what you wanted to see.
And they had all the face paint on. It's all about
That's a weird lineup.
Yeah.
Kiss and Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah. I don't really like Kiss very much.
No.
Not my jam.
That's unfortunate.
It is what it is.
It is a no bones day, I think.
Today's a bones day.
No, you
bro.
ruined my day by saying you don't like.
Pick the dog up again. Has it changed?
Yeah, I mean, I think we need a bones half day, or you need half days.
Bones day.
He does it at midnight every night, and then noon. In the whatever.
Picked him up rigid as I put him down. He just half bones day, guys.
There we go. That's all I got. I hope that made any sense.
It got there.
Yeah.
Got there.
Yeah, so moral of the story, the internet ruins everything. I think that's what I'm going to
Yeah, because now we can find out if they're not actually the members.
That's really a shame, 'cause I'm sure these were very good shows to see. And you just can't have those type of shows if you want to see the actual zombies. You miss out on that opportunity.
That's true. And I would have gone, but, I was in Nam fighting snakes.
Yes. I'm going to eat this cookie.
We'll wait.
We have some stuff to say.
Do we?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, be the 40th subscriber.
Yeah, we are climbing up, and we would like to thank all of you for watching and subscribing.
I don't want to thank a single one of you.
kind of sus. We're gonna end it on that. I also want to say, follow our TikTok. We're posting TikToks.
No, we're not. It's reverse psychology, bro. They'll be like, oh, they're not, and then they'll go to our TikTok to be like, yes, you are.
We got like 6 right now.
We're not. We have 0.
Yeah. I don't know. Thanks. We can end it now.
Oh my god.